RE3 from
We
Alexa
gotta
coming
hit the
soon.
full 50,000
We got
for
it, and
the
we got-
Resident Evil 3.
That's gonna be no problem. We're absolutely getting that.
You know what, team?
Oh god, I'm not looking forward to it. I've
Team.
never actually played a
Here
horror
you go.
game.
I'm doing my part.
So you contributed
I'm
another
doing-
2,000.
Doing my part.
Ugh, everyone stop.
Never
I'm gonna
said-
stop contributing.
Never said I didn't do anything for you.
No, don't contribute. Oh,
No, I can't. All
oh
right, hold
good,
on.
oh good.
Let me see here.
You're trying to contribute
No.
under.
GW and Co.
That'd be a dastardly thing to do. Let me see.
He's changing the
just-
name for you, by the way, Austin.
Oh, you already changed it?
Yeah. You don't have to do it if you. Or, do you already have it done?
I mean, I can easily get it done.
No, it's alright. I'm
It's fine.
already doing it.
It's fine. Oh, you already did it, or is it being done?
I have it typed up. So.
All right, then just click update. Dude,
Wait, no, hold on. I said your name only. I need to put all our names.
I need to
Would.
sit in front of a fan and contemplate.
So I'm
life.
saying we read a horror story.
No.
I'll read a horror story.
No.
It's 2v3. This is democracy, boys.
Oh, sweet Nightmare Fuel. Did you enjoy my Lights Out review? I had fun making that. It's such a good movie.
All right. So Austin, what do we? You want to pull up like random story and we'll read it?
No. I don't want that.
It's cool.
No part of me wants that.
Alexa, if I can deal with what the situation is,
I'm gonna have to play Resident Evil
You can-
3, okay?
Yeah, but that's a
But
while away.
No, it's not.
You have a month, we'll just say, to get mentally prepared for that.
That is true.
That's
I
not
can
long
back
enough
up
for me.
Austin on this
I
one.
told Suri on Monday, I was like, hey, I should probably do Resident Evil 2. And then I was like, yeah, it won't be that bad. Little did I know that I wouldn't have any fucking ammo. I'm being fucking chased by fucking Hellboy.
Well, Austin, I have the chat up. Hold on, let me see here. Or no, sorry, not chat. I have Discord up. So if you want to pull something up, a random story.
Hey, Kevin just donated another 100 bits. Resident Evil
Oh,
3 with
Kevin.
Alexa.
Wow,
Come
thank
on,
you,
Alexa.
Kevin.
Cheering that on.
Oh, Austin, can you turn off one of those? Because that doubled.
The double?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I turn off? Is it at the alert box or?
Oh man.
I think it's
Hold
like alert box and then stream elements. Is that?
on.
Just leave
Hold
them
on,
both on
hold
for
on.
now. We'll
Or
figure
whatever.
it out later.
Yeah,
Well,
It's
sorry.
not a big deal.
You get double shout out. There you go.
Bang bang.
All right, here.
Okay.
Let me.
All right. So I got some short horror stories pulled up.
Oh.
If you-
I don't want this.
All right. here
It's
we
all
go.
right. I got a cooldown on top of the cooldown. I already have siblings or dating set up.
Oh, sweet. okay.
Mohammed, every stream you can do 2,000. So you can have a limit per each stream. But hopefully we'll be streaming at least 3 days a week, so we should hit it pretty soon. If all
All right,
y'all
Austin.
contribute.
Share your screen on Discord, and I will pull it up.
What? The scary stories?
Oh my God! Wait,
Or-
what the hell happened? Hold on. I want to first of all say, shout out to
Oh, all of our new
Xaroxine,
followers.
Manoj, and Devin. We're at 140.
Wait, I got 3 new followers. This
Yeah, Austin.
bang.
Look at you killing it.
I don't need you.
We are worried about you shutting it down.
I made sure I was very careful.
about what you did.
And now fuck every. No, I'm playing. No.
All right, Austin, share it away. Ah, jeez.
Share what away? What am I sharing?
The stories.
The screen on Discord.
Oh, did you want it on Discord? Or did you want it on the stream?
Yeah,
Well-
Discord.
Well, you can show it on stream or show it on Discord and show it on stream so that people can read it and not
Should
can
we
read it
make
with
sure
you.
these are free to use scary stories?
Oh,
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
just
'cause,
do like
it's other people's
creepypasta. Just do
copyright.
creepypasta. That stuff is usually you can read.
Yeah, because we don't want to infringe on anyone's copyrights.
So you said about 25K.
25K is enough to play a horror game. If you want me to play Resident Evil 3, I need the 50K.
Okay, so yeah, 25,000, and I will play a horror game, and Austin and Alexa will watch.
I mean,
50K. No, hold on, and then
I'm already playing a horror game.
let's do 40K, and Austin plays another horror game.
I'll do it for
No.
20. I have no
At
problem playing the game.
50K.
And
I'll
at
do it,
50K,
Sash.
it's Alexa. So it's 20K Austin, 25K me, and 50K
No,
Austin.
40K Austin.
No, he just said
literally,
25.
I'll do it for 20. I
Yeah.
have no problem playing the games. It's just that when I get fucked
Oh.
in a situation like this, it just makes it so much worse.
Kevin says
Mhm.
50K for Alexa. Okay, let's go for it. Hey,
All
there you
right.
go.
All right.
So we will all play eventually. It'll be all of us.
Let's see here.
Oh God, I hate creepypasta.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Austin.
See, I'm getting better
You're
at
getting
this.
you're getting good at this streaming thing, huh?
I'm getting better at this. It's almost like I've been
Come
doing
on,
this for
pro.
2 days.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days.
I
Yeah.
did Thursday.
All right. So what are you feeling?
Let's see.
Let's do 311.
Let's get 311. This
I
one.
don't know what that. I mean, it's the first one. Is
Let's
there a
see.
popular? Let's do famous. Let's do famous.
Is
It's
there
like 3:11 a.m. I think. So witching hour.
Top ranked, I guess.
these fucking pop-ups, man.
Okay, I don't click on them. Don't want you to get a virus on live.
That'd be great.
Austin gets a virus.
1999.
Ooh, bedtime.
I love me a good creepypasta. Well, here it is.
Oh, there we
for
go.
you.
Mohammed's donated more. What's our
will
total we're up to now, Sri? Take a
pull it
look.
up.
You can look there if you hit that thing.
It is at 44,000%. Or sorry, 44,000. God damn.
44%.
And 22,000 total
Alright.
raised.
All right.
So Austin, you're playing it. I just need to do it now.
All right. We
All right. So I will. Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
we'll get there real quick.
ignore
Seth.
all of the
Austin.
fucking pop-ups.
It is a little ridiculous.
There are so
All
many.
right.
You can
All
close
right,
out
hold
of
on.
some.
I can
Hold
close
on,
out
hold
of
on,
this
chat.
one and this one.
Chat. Close. Okay, hold on. Let's get silence.
Okay, now you got silence.
All right. Chat. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a dark room, and there's a man reading a story to you. And that story goes a little like this. The year is 1999. That sentence brings me back to my senior kindergarten class when I was 5 years old, where we used to read out the date on the blackboard every single day. The year 1999 exists as a stain in my mind, however, as memory that will not go away, and no matter how I try to forget it. 1999 marked the year I lost my first tooth, my first time on a plane, and unfortunately, the early loss of my childhood innocence.
Ooh.
All right, Austin, you take this paragraph.
That one more. No, fuck, I already messed up. Wait. That one memory that refuses to be wiped. It all started with that new or old TV. At that time, Pokemon was the latest fad to hit the school. Pokemon cards, games, stickers, and the most popular, the TV show. So, of course, every time I came home from school, I would stay glued to the TV until Pokemon came on at 5. The only problem was that my dad watched the news at 5:30 and Pokemon episodes were back to back, which meant I had to miss an episode every day. Something I whined on and on about. My dad got tired of hearing me complain every day. That must be why he went and bought another TV.
My dad put the TV. My dad put the TV he bought in my room. Unfortunately, it was just an old, small boob tube with rabbit ears even. It also only had 20 channels available, not including the channel Pokemon was on. I recall I didn't care though. I was just thrilled I had my own TV in my room. After surveying through the channels, I came to the conclusion that only channel 2, TVO Kids, was worth watching, so I watched that for a while. It wasn't for another few months until I discovered channel 21. One day in April, I was flipping through the channels trying to see if Pokemon was on. I pressed channel 21 into the remote, hoping that there were more channels. And to my delight, there was. My dad was surprised too, but he let me watch it because it seemed to have kids' programs on. The channel was called Caledon Local 21, and later I found out it was indeed broadcasted from the town of Caledon, Ontario, a small town very close to my city.
The shows I saw on Caledon Local 21 looked poorly made. and I never understood what was going on in them half the time. However, as I grew up, every time I thought of that channel, I realized more and more how messed up the shows were, and I had to ask myself, what the fuck was I watching?
The following is a list of list of shows and episodes I remember seeing on Caledon Local 21. How I remember such detail even disturbs me, but I guess these things like this stand out in your mind for a while. The channel only ran a few shows, and probably because it was only operational between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m.
April 1999. Mr. Bear's Cellar. Episode
Ooh,
12.
already creepy name.
Very sketchy name if you were to look at it nowadays. The show featured a guy wearing a bear mascot costume who would get a new visitor into his cellar every day. It was always a kid. The show was filmed with a camcorder, and not a very good one either. The police asked me a lot of questions about this show. This episode started with Mr. Bear sitting at a table playing checkers by himself. He sat there playing for a bit until there was a knock on the door. The camera was then looking up the stairs at the door, where there was another knock. Mr. Bear climbed the stairs and opened the door to reveal two young children. One was a boy about my age, and the other was a girl who looked about 8.
Mr. Bear danced. Mr. Bear danced in the light, and then started talking to the kids. I couldn't hear any of them that well. I remember Mr. Bean then led the kids into
Bear.
the cell. Mr. Bear.
Mr. Bean.
Not Mr. Bean. Don't bring him into this.
As you start reading that, I got distracted. I was like, Mr. Bean, and then now I can't get it out of my head. Mr. Bear had led the kids into cellar, which was quite dark, only lit by a small oil lamp on the table. I can't really remember that much more, except him singing a song which I couldn't hear too well, probably because of that large bear mask. Oh, Jesus. The episode ended with them playing hide and seek with the kids hiding in a closet and Mr. Bear counting.
That's fucked.
May 1999. Soup and Spoon. I don't think this was even a show. I think it was more of a special movie thing. All I know is I stopped watching Caledon Local 21 for a while because I thought this show was too stupid, especially since Pokemon now came on at 4:30 and 5. I don't remember much of this, but it showed a can of soup and a spoon both attached to strings, swinging back and forth, as if someone was holding them, dangling them in front of the camera. Interestingly enough, the show was shot in a basement, which looked just like the one used in Mr. Bear's cellar. Like I said, I can't remember much. The only thing I can remember clearly was the end.
The entire thing was only half an hour, and just included stuff I found stupid, such as a spoon chasing the soup around trying to eat him. The ending showed a table and about 7 kids sitting around it, each with a bowl of soup in front of them. They were sitting and looking at the camera, but with focused, almost frightened faces.
Confused.
What did I say?
Focused.
The camera then held a can of soup in front of the kids and said, "Spoons ready." And then it just stopped.
July
Oh my God.
1999.
This is weird.
It was summer, and I hadn't watched Channel 21 for a while, until one day when I slept over at my friend's house, and I decided to check it out again. My friend had gotten a TV in his room for his 6th birthday, so we stayed up very late. For us, 9:30 was very late, and watched TV. That's when I remembered Channel 21 and brought it up to my friend. We decided to see if it was on, and to our surprise, it was. They must have changed the broadcasting time.
Mr. Barrow's Cellar, episode 23. The episode was entertaining for my friend and me, mainly because it had swearing. However, now when I think of this episode, I realize that something was definitely wrong when it was filmed. The episode started with the camera on its side, while it was facing Mr. Bear, who was walking upstairs in the cellar door. The camera then blacked out for about a second before fading in, back upright, and facing Mr. Bear. There was also another kid talking to him, but this kid looked around 11 or 12.
He was talking to Mr. Bear for a while, but I couldn't hear him well, again with the crappy camcorder, until the kid started raising his voice. The kid was saying how it was late and his sister had to go home. You could almost hear more voices in the background. I remember Mr. Bear clearly saying, "Get the fuck out, you're not invited," with a deep voice, muffled by the bear mask.
Ooh.
I remembered my friend and I looking at each other and laughing at the mention of the forbidden F word, but the episode got weirder. The kid began climbing the stairs before turning around and saying how he was going to call the police. Mr. Bear began breaking into a run towards the kid, who started screaming and running as well. The camera then cut out, and that was the end of the episode. The channel then turned to static shortly after.
August 1999. I didn't want to watch Channel 21 after that. In August, I grew more curious to see Mr. Bear's cellar for some reason, though. The last episode I saw of Mr. Bear was weird and had swearing, which also made me think of that show was meant for teenagers. Nonetheless, I flipped onto Channel 21 when my dad was busy.
Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 28. Apparently, this episode had been playing the entire month of August. It was studied a lot by the police. The entire episode was just Mr. Bear sitting in a chair talking to the audience. Hello, kids! Do you want to visit my cellar? If you do, please write me a letter at this address. The screen then switched to a white screen with multicolored letterings reading the address, and that was what remained for the rest of the episode. This repeated for 5 hours every day until September came.
And guess what I actually did? I sent Mr. Bear, or that sick bastard who betrayed him, a letter. I can't sentence. I don't know what's going on. I did it out of curiosity mostly. My dad was okay with it because he thought it was a legit kid show. But then again, he never saw any of what was on Channel 21. So I wrote a letter using my best writing possible. I think I just said how I wanted to meet Mr. Bear. So my dad sent the letter to the address Mr. Bear said on the show. It stayed on all day anyway for some reason.
It took about a week to get a response, which I was surprised I did. I still have the letter. I received it on August 15th, 1999. The letter read. Should I read this to you?
You can go for it.
Dear Elliot, thank you ever so much for your letter.
I'm glad I gave you the reins on this one.
Cellar. We play games, watch movies, and go fire camping in the middle of the woods. Come to my house.
That is so creepy.
The police cut this address out. Saladin, Ontario, Canada. I look very forward to having fun with you. Love, Mr. Bear.
Wow. I cannot believe my dad never found this sketchy, because he actually took me to the house. And then, that's when the police became involved. Those endless questions, those pictures of terrified kids. The woods.
That brings me to why I'm writing this blog. That psycho and his friends did some fucked up shit back then. And now it seems he's trying to get in contact with me again. The entire police thing's coming back. That has brought 1999 back to me. Over a decade later, it is happening again.
Update. November 14th, 2009. People have been emailing me, asking what actually happened in 1999. I will get to that. Those weird TV shows I was watching apparently were meant to attract kids to Mr. Bear's house. What Mr. Bear did shocked the entire town.
My dad actually drove me to Caledon along with the address Mr. Bear left on the letter. The house was actually in the outskirts of the town, in the open farmland. I still remember that house. It looked like an older farmhouse that looked to have been built in the early 1900s. The windows were all boarded up, and the house looked like it was in a state of disrepair. As we walked up to the house, I remember my dad checking the address over and over again, and looking at the house in disbelief. Then the door opened.
I expected Mr. Bear to be at the door, but I was surprised to see a police officer emerge from the creaking doorway. The officer began talking to my dad while I quickly asked if that was Mr. Bear's house. The officer's face cringed slightly, and he muttered, "Oh God," or something like that. He started talking quietly to my dad, so I couldn't hear, although my dad told me to go to the car anyway. And then we just went home. My dad was quiet the whole way home. I felt something strange had happened.
My dad never told me what happened for a while. I forgot about it anyway, too. Channel 21 no longer came on, and when I asked about it, my dad would not acknowledge its existence. I think it was when I was 13 where I learned the truth. I remembered Channel 21 one day and asked my dad about it. I guess he finally decided I should hear the truth.
Caledon Local 21 was a local TV channel that ran from October 1997
Oh
to
God, that's so
August
long.
1999.
That is so long.
In the Peel region of Ontario, the entire channel was made from a house in Caledon, the one I visited, and ran by a man who was not really known by anyone in the town. The channel was only available to older TVs because the signal was one only picked up by a rabbit ear's weaker frequency. The man created all the shows in the channel, all of which were kid shows. He was Mr. Bear, and he was the mysterious cameraman. The only reason that he created the channel was more disturbing than what was originally thought. As you might have already guessed, he kidnapped kids and held them in the cellar. But while most people thought he was a serial child molester, he really wanted to use the kids for another purpose. The day I arrived, the man had fled his house, and the day before the police went in for the investigation. I wasn't the only one who was watching.
Update. December 2nd, 2009. Sorry for not answering any questions for so long. I haven't accessed my email account for some time. Anyway, let me finally set things straight about what I know. Back in October, I visit the house previously owned by the man who ran Caledon Local 21.
Merfield says I knew it.
2 women live there, operating a daycare business. How ironic. Now to answer the question you guys have emailed to me.
Question. Who else watched Caledon Local 21? Answer. I knew other people watched it for sure, including those kids who wound up at Mr. Bear's house. After some Google searches, I found a few people on the Neo-Seeker forums who were discussing shows like Caledon Local 21. They talked about the 2 shows I watched, but also another 2 shows I had never seen before. A user named I Am Real Life, seemed to know all the shows that were broadcasted to Channel 21. Here are the two that I've heard of.
Never heard of. The Fallen
Sorry,
Angel and Life. I Am Real Life described it as a fairly boring show about a guy rambling on and on in front of the camera about how we must please Satan and appease him before it is too late.
Lil Nas X, this is side account. Sorry, I figured you'd read. Paint with the Soul, I Am Real Life, and another user named Siggy92 were discussing this show. They described it as Blair Witch-like, as it consisted of the cameraman wandering around a forest at night, doing nothing particularly interesting. I'll go looking for the conversation and see if I can get the link.
Seems they haven't.
Question. Where is Mr. Bear, or the guy who wore the costume? Answer. If I did know, I would have said it earlier. I have no idea where this guy is, or if he's dead or alive. Hopefully dead. When I see my dad's friend next time, I will ask him about this. Maybe I can get a more definite answer.
Question. What did Mr. Bear do to the children? Answer. This is by far the most common question I've been asked. I found this out in October as well, via my dad's friend who was retired Caledon regional officer. Apparently the man playing Mr. Bear took the kids out of the house and into the forest nearby. What he did there, police are not exactly sure how it happened. But 16 charred bodies of children between the ages of 4 and 13 were found in a 15 by 15 ditch deep within the forest. My dad's friend did not want to go into exact details, but I'm seeing him next Thursday anyway, so maybe I can extort some information from him then.
That's all I have for now. Thanks for keeping an interest in my blog. I will try to gather as much information as I can for my next post. I've actually been getting pretty interested in this myself. It should be my right to know what the hell happened.
Update. January 14th, 2010.
I feel like most of the stories on here are just people making up scary stories.
Oh, yeah, these are all made up.
Yeah.
Or are they?
Or are they?
I'm sorry, I haven't posted anything for a while. I kind of lost interest in the blog since I hit a standstill looking for more information about the identity of the owner of Caledon Local 21.
However, a few weeks ago, I struck gold. I found some answers surprisingly from the father of a kid I used to babysit. He lives just across from my street, and I used to look after his kids when they were younger. He currently doesn't have a job either. He used to live near the woods outside of Caledon and witnessed the owner's activities in the woods. His name is Anthony Pollo.
When he lived in a small bungalow outside the woods, he would often venture in to smoke a joint of marijuana or two before returning to his work as a wood craftsman. Polo described that sometimes he would hear voices of the children coming from deeper within the woods, as well as a glowing light in the distance. Paulo told me that these events started in late 1997. Note, this is around the time that Caledon Local 21 began airing. He apparently became annoyed by this every once in a while and actually went to investigate.
Are you saying Polo or Pollo?
Yeah, I got nothing. I'd say Pollo, I guess, but that's not really a name, but
All right, I'll do Polo then.
He's chicken.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that he's chicken.
Fucking dick. Or sorry, fucking cock. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Polo then described what the whole scene looked like when he got there. There was a group of kids, he said about 13 to 17, and ages 5 to 12, gathered around a large fire pit with a burning fire. With them was a single adult. Polo talked to the man, noting his unusual unkempt appearance of a crack addict, as well as his constant twitching, and asked what he was doing out in the forest with children. The man said they were on a camping trip, something they did frequently. Polo, not suspecting anything, Caledon has one of the lowest crime rates in Canada, simply left it at that and told them to be quieter. Polo then paused for a moment before telling me that they never became quieter. In fact, sometimes he heard loud chanting from the children in an unknown language. He didn't bother meeting with the man again, as he was moving anyway.
I told Polo that the man was probably the owner of Caledon Local 21, but he doubted it, as he heard that the man was moving to Pickering by several other residents near that area. Here's what I know. The man would take kids into the woods regularly for camping. The fire pit Polo described maybe the whole of the bodies of the children were found in. And the children Polo saw were probably the ones found dead. The man moved to a city called Pickering, a smaller city east of Toronto.
I will discuss this with my dad's friend, the ex-cop, and see if this matches anything the police knew about the man. I also want to see if he has any other knowledge of what was aired on Caledon Local 21.
Update, February 10th.
How long is this?
I don't know.
I mean, we have to be
We're
close.
I think Update, February 10th, 2010. Good news, guys. I talked to my dad's friend, and he disclosed a lot of information for me. First, I asked if the police had any information on the man who ran Caledon Local 21. He replied that they only had the same leads for years and never found a suspect. However, the Peel Regional Police do have some of the tapes found in the house Caledon Local 21 was broadcasted from. He took me over so I could watch a few. I guess I haven't seen much about him yet. My dad's friend's name is Mitchell Wilson. A pretty nice guy. He seems to understand my thirst for knowledge on what happened during the late 90s in that house. He feels it was wrong that my dad went so long without telling me.
He took me to the Davis Road police station. If you don't
Wait,
know...
Muhammad said we passed 1/3 of it?
Yeah, look at the scroll bar.
We're
like not even halfway.
Aren't there comments though at the end of the bottom of this? Usually?
What?
Aren't there usually comments at the bottom of these? Like
We're
forum posts?
We're like halfway, I would say. Like a little over halfway.
All right.
Or I'm right a little less than halfway. I mean, we're already very much committed into this, so we have to finish this. He took me to the Davis Road police station. If you don't know, it's the largest station in Caledon and one of the largest within the Peel region itself. Each of the main stations around Peel have some of the tapes. I was able to watch all of the footage that the Davis Road station has. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to take any tapes home for obvious reasons.
Paint with the Soul, episode 10, Garbage Thrown Away. Paint with the Soul was one of the shows that I Am Real Life and Siggy92 discussed on on Neoseeker. I found the police about this. I told the police about this, and they informed me that the 12 episodes of the show were made and broadcasted between December 5th, 1997, and January 8th, 1998.
Exactly as I Am Real Life and Siggy 92 described, the episode opened with the cameraman wandering around in a forest. It appeared to be during the evening as it seemed the sun was setting. The cameraman walked along a path until he got to an area where there was a lot of garbage lying in the leaves.
Alexa, I need to go do some. Can you
I can
can
keep
you read it?
reading if
I mean, I'm just gonna. I'll be right back. But Alexa, you can pick up the pace. Austin, you
Yeah,
read
I
this one,
got
and then
you.
Austin will read. Alexa, you'll switch.
right. The camera looked around at the various wrappings, bottles, bags, and boxes, making sure each item got a few seconds of screen time. The camera then focused on a single area before the man spoke. I recall he spoke in a very timid, quiet voice, and I swear I've heard it somewhere else before, like on another Caledon Local 21 show. I could barely hear what he was saying, but he mainly talked about how humans are garbage, or something that had to do with saving ourselves by cleaning up the garbage, us. It actually sounded really stupid, but still a feeling of dread came over me. I mean, that forest was possibly where the bodies were found, right?
Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 25. When the police administrator brought this tape in, I actually said, "Oh shit," and chuckled a bit out loud. Of course, I got stares from the staff, but Wilson explained to them about my little experience with Mr. Bear and how I still kept the letter he sent to me. Like the previous episodes, this one includes a guy wearing a bear mascot's costume.
The episode began with Mr. Bear waddling to his cellar door with a bottle of orange juice in his paws. On the ground were 16 shot glasses, as well as a small bottle that contained an unknown liquid. Mr. Bear poured an equal amount of orange juice into each glass before opening the small bottle and depositing one drop into the glasses. Mr. Bear then went off camera. There were some minor sounds such as shuffling, and then Mr. Bear emerged from behind the camera's location.
Following him were 16 children. Following him were 16 children. Some looked as young as 4, while others looked like they were practically teenagers. As the children entered, the administrator commented that this was the only episode that showed all 16 victims.
The kids all looked rather content except for this one who had visible bruises on his face, and unlike the other kids, he had a more fearful expression. He also looked about 11 or 12, which caused me to recognize him. He was the kid who had asked about his sister and subsequently met an unknown fate at the end of episode 23, that one episode I watched during July 1999.
When I told the administrator this, he confirmed it was the same kid. He was also featured in episode 24, an episode that only aired once at 3 o'clock in July 1999. The police have still not found the tape. Mr. Bear then broke into song singing about citrus fruits and how good vitamin C was for you. I could barely hear the lyrics as they were muffled by the bear mask. The kids all drank their juice, the one from episode 23, doing it rather reluctantly, and then the episode ended.
After viewing the tapes in possession of the Davis Road Police Station, I'm satisfied but only temporarily. I still want to know the full story. The police just keep giving me the same crap about the creator of Caledon Local 21 being a fetishist pedophile as well as an apparent cultist. I will sign off for now, get into university first, and get information later. Hopefully, I will get back to this blog as soon as possible.
Update May 8th, 2010. Last month, I finally got my G2 license in Ontario, Canada. This allows you to drive in a car by yourself as well as with some passengers after 6 months. I, of course, took advantage of this and drove into Caledon for a little Sunday drive. Since I haven't updated this blog in a while, I figured I might as well visit the house where the infamous channel of my childhood was located. The house looked different than when I last saw it in October. The place was no longer used as a daycare and just sat there abandoned. However, it did have a for sale sign showing that someone still owned it. wanting to get rid of it, though.
The abandoned house drew fuzzy memories from my mind, mainly of that day my dad took me to visit Mr. Bear. A feeling of dread came upon me. What happened to the children while they were living in that house? What happened to the children while they were living in that house? I walked up the steps to the front door and peered through the window. Inside, I could see a nearly empty hallway with a few boxes at the end.
At the end of the hallway to the right was an open doorway, presumably leading to the kitchen. To the left of the two doors were both apparently leading to the rooms visible through the window outside. I wonder where the cellar Jesus, right? What the hell? I
It's
wonder.
random words.
I wondered where the cellar entrance was located, and whether it had been sealed. I walked around the back of the house and found my answer. The two wooden doors laying at an almost flat angle were padlocked shut. This had to lead to the cellar. Not wanting to hang around, you cannot imagine what was going on through my mind at this time. I departed.
Behind the house, the empty fields continue on until it reached a dense forest that lined the horizon. I wondered if that was the forest where the bodies of the children were found. I thought to myself, fuck it, and proceeded to walk across the field behind the house into the forest. The forest was oddly quiet, save for the few periodic sounds of a woodpecker drilling into a distant tree. I cautiously made my way deeper into the woods, not really caring about the fact that I had no idea where I was going. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like there was something I had to find. I came to a thinner part of the woods and a few small houses in the distance. Polo's house crossed my mind, and I wondered if one of these homes had belonged to him. I neared a small clearing in which I could see 3 adequately sized logs gathered around a black, charred area, showing a small fire had been lit there recently.
Hey, get the fuck out of our fort! Those words nearly gave me a heart attack. I turned to my left and saw 2 dark-clothed people running towards me. My initial thought was to run. However, as they came closer, I saw that they were only really just kids in their early teens, possibly 13 or 14, maybe even 12. As they approached me, they realized my size as well. 6'1", which they could have seen, while they could have been nowhere bigger than 5'8", one might have been 5'7". Weird details.
We said get the fuck out, the larger one, who was wearing a Slipknot shirt, said half-heartedly. I stood my ground
I
and
feel like
shrugged.
those little details are what makes me not believe it.
The shorter one was wearing a Metallica shirt, swung out a butterfly knife, and held it in my direction.
No, you wouldn't do it. Oh, no, wait, what?
You wouldn't want to do.
No, you wouldn't want to. I said in a deep, serious tone, trying to sound as badass as possible. I pulled out my cell phone.
The 2 kids withdrew, the one in the Metallica shirt putting away the knife. Look, dude, we don't like people in our fort, so can you just go? The one in the Slipknot shirt said, obviously intimidated. I had no business in the forest anyway, so I uttered out a simple, fine, and turned before I realized I had a great opportunity.
Did either of you hear of a guy who murdered a bunch of kids in these woods about 13 years ago? I asked the kids. The 2 looked at each other in confusion before the one wearing the Metallica shirt answered. One second. The number feels a Slipknot and Metallica shirts. Hell yeah. I think Austin is also excited. Saj said, whose idea was this again?
I said no.
Cerise. It was Cerie's idea. I backed it, though.
What the hell? Yeah, thank you. At least you threw yourself under the bus with me.
I was not a part of the decision.
Well, I mean, I figured I chickened out on Resident Evil. Not really chickened out, but I had to continue.
You only
spooky
chicken
for a
out
little
on
bit.
one thing a night.
Yeah.
This is not as I expected some Blair Witch stuff. This is not nearly as
Yeah, as of right now, it's a lot of detail. So unless this really picks up in the next couple of paragraphs, it's not great. I mean, it's okay, but
I don't think it was ever going to be 5 minutes, Saj. You wish.
Nothing we do is ever 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's nothing. No shot that it's 5 minutes.
yeah, me and Suri are still currently doing our Justice League review. We have to spread it out
Keep
over
bringing it up.
several episodes.
I'll do the outro properly one day.
Yeah, everybody knows about that guy, he said to me as if I were stupid. The kid in the Slipknot shirt continued. He still lives around here, in the storm drain. My big brother's
Fucking
friend, he
Pennywise.
says he saw
Yeah,
him in a
this
bear
Pennywise?
costume once.
This feels like copyright infringement.
That's not Pennywise. I wasn't doing
Pennywise is
In the storm
Oh,
In the
drain
storm
with
drain?
Georgie.
I see what you're saying.
Come here, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie. Wandering around the forest at night.
My instinct told me that this was probably a lie. At the end, the owner of Caledon Local 21 is probably long gone, only existing as a folklore in this smaller, isolated community. However, as a human, the thought of the mysterious unknown sparks interest within. And where is the storm drain? I asked, just out of curiosity. I actually don't believe the kid's story. The kid in the Metallica shirt stared at me for a few moments, his eyes seemingly full of annoyance, yet curiosity for me. You're not from around here, are you? Why did you even come here? Now, I do admit I was slightly startled by the nature of this question. However, I figured out I might as well explain why I was there, just in case people mistook my intentions. I told the two kids about my experience and with the man and Caledon Local 21, and that I had to come and seek out some sort of closure, although even I wasn't sure.
The kids seemed familiar with the channel as they smiled and looked at each other when I mentioned it. They also became more understanding and gave me a detailed description on how to get to the storm drain. Shortly after, I decided to just turn around the way I came and head back to the house, leaving the kids at their fort. But now you're probably wondering why I left out such detail about what the kids told me just now. It is because I'm choosing to conclude what I have gathered now.
Good night, Kevin.
Kevin says, "Guys, I must go. My cheap Latin American English doesn't allow me to enjoy creepypasta in its whole. I wake up early tomorrow. Thanks for the stream. Very good. Have a nice night, guys. Hey,
Thank you for hanging out, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you for the emotional support for Austin while I was
Yes,
gone.
very, very appreciate it.
And
Have a great night.
Emerfield says, I wonder if the kids are wearing a specific Slipknot Metallica album shirt or just ones that were simple merch. I guess I'll never know. That is true, Nightmare Field. You'll never know. And I'd like to see everyone wishing good night to Kevin. So there you go. Good night, Kevin. Also, I'm trying to solve a Rubik's Cube as I read this. So anyway, here's the kids. Here's what the kids told me in detail. The storm drain lies ahead of the kids' fort, the same direction I was heading. The drain ends at a small river where excess water is drained out. Near here is a playground. The kids told me people rarely use it. The story was scary enough to make Kevin sleepy. That is true. I can't deny that. It's true.
Relate.
The man supposedly lived in a large pipe that rainwater drains out of. People have seen him, although always either wearing a bear mask or the mask in a full body bear costume. Note, I do believe this is true. God damn it. Note, I do not believe this is true, and in fact, it's simply a myth made up by the residents of Caledon. The story does not seem plausible in any way. Why did no one call the police? Didn't this guy look suspicious? And other questions like these leave the story invalid. Sag says, I don't know.
I don't know who I am anymore. I'm lost.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I can relate to this. Go ahead. I need to read. I may visit the storm drain, not because I believe the story, but because I want. I keep breaking this Rubik's Cube. I'm gonna stop. Not because I believe the story, but because I want to excuse the visit to Caledon. I want an excuse to visit Caledon again. As such, this blog doesn't die with no more tapes to watch. I feel like I'm getting sleepy. I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Thanks for continuing to support me and my blog. I know many are looking forward to more information about what happened in Caledon during the year 1999, and I will do my best to continue my research into the topic. Elliot out.
Update October 7th, 2010. Wow, nearly 5 months since I last updated. 5 months, my guy? Sag, I know, all right? I'm getting a little sleepy, okay? I'm guessing everyone pretty much thinks I was dead, right? Thankfully, I'm not. But in all my seriousness, I really had been busy these past few months. Please don't do this to us again. Hey, hopefully we can find a better story, or maybe we can write one. I mean, this is pretty unremarkable.
I know. I feel
Didn't
like this had like very strong start, and it's I don't know
did
if
you
it's
say did you pick this from the top?
yeah, this had like a high rating to it.
But unless this ending makes me shit my pants,
Yeah.
I don't understand how
It
this
was
is.
his
Anyway,
dad the whole
it was
time.
that. Exactly, bro. All right, so um, thankfully I'm not. But in all seriousness, I really have been busy these past few months, and a blog about something that could have killed me as a kid is a little low on my current priorities list. As of now, I'm living in Waterloo, Ontario. I know someone who went to Waterloo University. Actually, damn, it literally said in the next sentence, Waterloo University of Waterloo. I knew someone who goes there, still goes there, actually. A little low on my current priorities. Blah, 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 attending the University of Waterloo for computer engineering. Oh yeah, I'm a keener. What? As
must be relevant
yeah,
local
right.
term.
As you can imagine, engineering is no walk in the park. So obviously, I nearly forgot about the blog. But as you can see, I am back, baby.
Ooh, Nightmare Fuel says that he can write one.
No,
If you
I
do
think
that, feel free to send it.
I
Yeah,
think we can
we're-
also work together and do like
like an ad lib.
Well, I think we can genuinely write a good like a little horror story, and then here's the thing. All right, here's my idea. I'm gonna push it out there now. I think I've said this maybe to Austin before,
That you
but
wanted
essentially,
to write a short movie or short film?
short film, or sorry, we write a novella, short novella together as chat. You guys, we all collaborate, and we put it out, and all the proceeds go to charity. So we all do a good job. Why don't we write a scary / funny story with people here being in as characters? Oh, I'd
Ooh.
totally be down. So yeah, there you go.
That'll
You
be
got
a
some-
future thing we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll take some a little bit of
A little bit of planning.
yeah, preparation.
But I think we can do it. I'm glad you guys are on board. So that's a positive. Who's reading?
Me.
I completely left track. Okay, go ahead.
I remembered to visit the storm drain the kids from Caledon Forest told me about. It was nothing out in a clear. I'm sorry. It was out in a clearing between the wooded areas.
I'm glad I'm not the only
nearby
drunk
a
one
marsh. Unfortunately, I found absolutely nothing, save for a turtle that retreated into its built-in home when it saw me. I snapped some pic of the pipe, which I have posted as well. Also, let me tell you, it was not a storm drain like they said it was.
Sag. So you would be the villain. Look.
I'm glad that I wouldn't be the villain. Unless I
Why
play,
is that too obvious?
Unless I play
why is
Sarai-
me?
I play Suri in this.
Why is me being the bad guy too obvious?
If anything, it would be more obvious for me to play the villain.
It is true. It is true.
I've-
Do I come off as the bad guy of the group? Is that what's going on? When I was wait, where do I leave off? Where am
What I
reading?
saw was a simple pipe.
Okay. What I saw was a simple pipe, possibly to channel the access water from the marsh. When I returned the Caledon from Caledon, however, I simply kept pushing off uploading everything until I forgot all about my blog. It just didn't seem important anymore. Please forgive me. It wasn't until only recently that I am now uninterested in my case again. On September 10th, I received an email from this email address, returntheb@hotmail.com.
Hotmail.
Funny.
Throwback.
Am I right? Well, it gets better. I'm going to copy and paste the exact email this guy sent to me. Okay. Dear Elliot, my dear boy, you see, the story may or may not be true, but it could happen. There are many slots for airtime. If you have money, you can have a public access TV channel. Some public access channels share airtime like EWTN.
I can't tell if your voice cracking is part of the character or it's just you can't help it.
That shows Catholic-based programming, but during off-air hours have independent shows or just blue screen. Cable networks have empty channels available for rent space, so the scenario of a pedo renting a channel on basic TV is not far-fetched at all. However, public access TV is widely reviewed and can be terminated at any time. These are the rules for the United States, not for Canada, where the story took place. So if
I love
this
the
happened,
typo.
if this happened in the U.S., the pedo would be tracked and arrested imminently. Yes, this story could happen, but it is unlikely. 100 fuzzy hugs, Mr. Bear. That's yours. Okay.
Sorry. I muted myself when I was talking. But this feels
This feels.
like that story that we were gonna make, where you played like it was a Cloverfield, you know. You It
A
kind
little
of
bit.
feels like that, but like if we wrote it out in a blog post instead of like doing a
But
YouTube
but
vlog like we planned it.
I honestly think ours would have been much better, if I'm being
Oh,
honest.
100%.
Because mine,
So
it really was like a comic like reference to everything in Cloverfield, and then it turns into a
yeah, it was.
horror. I thought it was a great idea. I still to
I
this
think it
day
is
I think
too,
it's
but
great.
I feel like this person also thought this was a great idea, and here we are with a
But
whole bunch of people in chat going, "What the fuck is going on?" Sag says Alexa being the villain is a more interesting idea, though. Maybe. Mohammed says a comedy show story as of now. Number says I can already visualize Mr. Bear narrating this. Damn, Austin, that's convincing. All right, now
I'm
obviously this letter
glad.
is fake and sounds almost corrupted, but still, I would like to thank whoever sent it, though they could use some English. They could use some English lessons.
Hmm.
Just reading this letter creeped me out, but because of it, I'm now full of his new interest to continue my blog. I guess it's just funny because trying to pursue the mysteries I've always questioned. Oh yeah, I guess it's just funny trying to pursue. Okay. Now my roommate knows about all of this. He thought the letter was real and actually seemed more scared than I was for a second, but then I shrugged it off, and so he did too. I mean, what are the chances of this being real? How could Mr. Bear know all about this public access TV and about when I went to Caledon on these occasions? More or less, my email or more or less, no, my email or me still interested in the seller. Ha.
I'm going to send a reply to return the bee. Wow, just looking at that email address, you can tell someone wanted to freak me out. It didn't really work though. Although to whomever you are, thank you for sparking my interest back into the full matter. Maybe I can find out more about what happened to Mr. Bear. Hopefully, because although I don't buy that email, a part of me still feels anxious. Thank you to all those who are still following me and have become avid fans. You are also why I am choosing to continue this. Thanks, guys.
Update November 7th, 2010. Wow. I can't believe this blog hasn't been deleted. Why would it be deleted?
Yeah, unless he deleted it.
It's a blog.
That's stupid.
I haven't posted anything for so long. I have my reasons and I'd rather not discuss them just yet. Actually, it's been a year since I believe, right? That this blog started. Because I believe
No, it
November
was
of
started.
November 2009, right? Yeah, because it's 1999 2009. He started this in November of 2009.
Oh, all right.
I have my reasons, and I'd rather not discuss them just yet. It has been a rather traumatic year for me. So yeah, I guess a year. Some of you were right. I shouldn't have gone back trying to relive the mysteries of my childhood, but I couldn't resist. It has been over a year since my last post, and a lot has happened. Let's recap.
It hasn't been a year.
It has. It says, "Oh, it's
Not
been
since
over a
his
year."
last
It
post.
was October 7th,
Oh, is it
2020.
Yeah.
October? Oh.
Inconsistent.
Wait, where does it say? It's been over a year since my last post, and a lot has happened. Did I
Someone's
miss
stupid.
something? Someone's a little lost.
Either
Nassim mode would be funny if you
That's what
use it.
Sash says.
If you use it, we got to do it. But let's recap where.
Or impressions mode.
did you want to do all this, or
Oh,
you want me to
man.
take this?
I think it's
I
just
got
one
it.
of you.
I got it.
Yeah, hold on. What does it say? Last recap. Where I'm at right now with regards to Mr. Berenstain. Hitler's death music makes sense.
returntheb@hotmail.com is no longer in use. I tried replying to the email, but I got no reply. I tried again a while back, still no response. I actually moved up to Ottawa, capital of Canada for those who don't know, for university, so I haven't been back to Caledon or back home in the Peel region for a while. I had my reasons for leaving, as you can guess why. I've had to make a new email account because people keep prank mailing me pretending to be Mr. Bear. Thanks a lot, guys. Nat. Why have I ventured back into this blog?
Not.
Nat. Mitchell Wilson. Remember my dad's ex-cop friend? Gave me a phone call on October 23rd about a tape that was found in a branch of the Brampton Public Library. Brampton is my hometown in case you haven't picked up on that. He claims he isn't allowed to discuss the contents of the tape with me as it is still in evidence, but he asked me to come check it out when I return home. That tape got the gears grinding again because we all know what was on that last tape, on the last tapes I saw. I can only imagine what can be on it. I'm guessing it must have something to do with Caledon Local 21.
Jesus Christ. How does the story keep going?
Because he
I
keeps
just
finding
wanted to-
tapes.
Oh man, my cereal. What is this? Oh, another tape. I guess I just wanted to say it's been over a year since my last post. I better write about this. I guess I just wanted to say I am continuing this. Fuck you, dude. Fuck. Who cares? Continue this blog and thank you for everyone who still follows it. No, fuck you. I'm not following this shit. I don't know what my exact entry will be, but when I see that tape, I'll write what I did. I don't know.
Refined.
God damn it. I don't know. Fine. I don't know what to expect, but the idea of seeing another tape has gotten me interested in this whole mystery all over again. Elliot, oh, dude, fuck. Oh, you stupid son of a bitch. You stupid idiot.
First off, I don't get how you would lose interest in this. You were almost killed.
Yeah.
You were
Like,
almost kidnapped and killed. How are you
where do you-
losing interest?
Death. I forgot I almost died last week.
Update, January 21st, 2011. It has been a long year for me. University has been giving me the usual sleepless nights, especially since I transferred to Ottawa, which is the place to party. Sarcasm. But now, I'm back home with my dad in Brampton, the town I grew up in. I got home on the 18th of December, and I've been visiting with friends and family, or at least that's what I would rather have done. Now that festive holiday cheer that I usually have at this time of the month is absent.
Shout out to Kevin for not sleeping. He just liked our tweet about the stream, so clearly he just didn't want to be here.
He's probably checking Twitter before bed.
No, I like to believe the latter. Or the former. To answer the hundreds of emails and comments I got, yes, I did see the tapes that my dad's friend, Mitchell Wilson, promised to show me. These tapes, however, act as a curse. What is this? Sinister? I want to know more, yet I want to forget everything. I couldn't help it. I needed to see those tapes, not only for myself, but all my guys. We're all sleeping. Sag.
Agreed. I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah, this is very...
How long is this, Austin? Can you scroll for me? I want to see
Where?
how long it is. Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh. Actually, that's
we're
not
pretty
bad.
close.
That's not
yeah,
bad.
we're
That's
not
not
bad.
bad.
All right.
Where
We
the hell
were
were
on
we?
January 21st, 2011.
God damn, look at
Right
that.
here.
Look at that memory.
Yeah, I'm not
Look at that
drunk.
memory.
That's why.
However, after reviewing those tapes, I feel that the pit of dread deep inside me once again. That feeling where I know that all those kids in those videos are dead, but I couldn't have been, and that I could have been one of those kids, and that humanity is is a dark place. What the fuck? If you haven't skipped this paragraph for the
We should
juicier
have.
details below, thank you for
Yeah,
listening to
why
my
are we
rambling.
skipping stuff?
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
On January 1st, I called Mitchell Wilson and asked if there was a time where I could come by and view the tapes. Things were pretty slow at the station because of a snowstorm, so he said I could come down anytime that day. The tapes were located at a branch not too far from me, so I braved the slushy roads and terrible Brampton drivers and made my way to the Peel Region Police Station located at the Bramalina City Center.
Spilled some shit on me. I met Wilson at the front of the desk where led me up to my second floor and into a small office. He instructed me to have a seat and wait while he went and got the tapes. Before leaving the office, he turned to me and said, "I know you're curious, but are you sure you want to do this, eh?"
Of course I did. Or at least I thought so. Besides, Wilson's friend had pulled a lot of strings to get me in there, and I didn't want to waste the opportunity. This particular station had 2 tapes on hand. I was only able to watch a few minutes of footage, however, because the second tape was apparently too damaged to be played on a VCR.
Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 30. Mr. Bear never ceases to disturb me, especially after what almost happened when I was younger. This episode took place outside in a forest at dusk, making it slightly harder to see exactly, especially considering the quality of the film. A trademark of anything from Caledon Local 21. The episode started with the camera being held in the paws of Mr. Bear, aiming it at himself. Dun dun dun.
That bear mask. It looked more sinister.
just that. That's it.
It looked more sinister in the shadows of the trees. The unmistakable muffled voice spoke up. "Hello, children. Today I will be doing a wonderful thing for my friends. I will be delivering them to a faraway land where they will surely be happy." Mr. Bear turned the camera around to the show, an ATV, with an attached trailer. But what stood out the most
what
that...
the hell do you think this is, Sag? A quiz?
It was
Elliot.
Elliot.
His name is Elliot.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's Elliot.
And hi, Chimera.
But what stood out
What do you
the
think? This is some
most...
kind of fucking quiz, Sag? Huh? I didn't sign up for this.
But what stood out the most was the trailer contained 7 motionless children lying side by side.
Yeah, fuck Elliot. Yep.
Agreed, Sash.
This here is the first load, but more will be on the way soon. Mr. Bear turned around and pointed to the camera at a large burlap tarp spread on the
Austin,
ground.
I feel for your children. They have my movies and that stupid voice you just did.
They're gonna hear at night like me going through the wall. Well, hello, children.
Kill my goddamn.
Chimera wants us all to stretch.
If I stretched, I would be just out.
Come on, we're almost done. Got
He
power
picked the
through.
tarp up, revealing a large hole that must have held at least 12. Must have been at least 12 feet deep, and maybe about 15 feet wide. The rest of the episode consisted of Mr. Bear taking each of the kids and dropping them inside the hole. I asked Wilson if they were dead, to which he shook his head and replied, "Not yet." Soon all the kids were in the pit. Some were in awkward positions due to being tossed in, but they remained unconscious. Vitamin C will surely help these kids on the great journey that awaits them.
No Mr. Bear voice from you.
The vitamin C will surely help these kids on the great journey that awaits them, Mr. Bear mentioned as he panned the cameras across the multiple bottles of gasoline beside a bush. The camera zoomed into the bottles as Mr. Bear hummed before the episode ended.
Wilson revealed to me that these were 7 of the 16 victims found burnt to a crisp. The gasoline is what the man playing Mr. Bear used to light them on fire. A pit full of burning children. Who the fuck would do that? That feeling of dread found me once again when I realized that I could have been one of those kids.
Wilson then explained to me that he had previously lied. The other tape confiscated by the Bermelia police branch did indeed work and contained the filming of the actual burning. However, he felt that I wouldn't be able to handle the disturbing and graphic nature of this episode. And you know what? Maybe I can't. I don't even want to see it. I'm satisfied for now, but I just need some time to get myself together. The thing is, the man who ran Caledon Local 21 is still out there. More to come soon. Elliot.
What's INRI?
Henry? I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I need rest immediately.
So I had to scroll down to see if this is Mr. Bear or not, so I can prepare the voice.
Is it? Is it?
It is.
It is.
All right,
Once,
There it
you
is.
got this, Austin.
once upon a time, there lived a boy named Elliot. Elliot was a clever boy who loved playing with his friends. One day, he watched a lovely television show about a bear and his children friends. The children loved helping each other as good children should, but they also loved the bear. The bear loved the children since the children were so good at helping him and the fallen angel. The children and the bear wanted to play together forever with the help of their angel friend. But the fallen angel needed even more help, so the children had to give the ultimate sacrifice. Because that's what friends do, Elliot. They help each other. Help us, Elliot. Burn
That's
with
what
us,
friends do,
Elliot.
everyone.
I want you, Elliot. He wants you, Elliot. Come back to my cellar. Pretty please with sugar and icing on top, Mr. B.
Remember, Chad, I consider you guys friends, so
Guess
You
you
know.
gotta do this.
I expect nothing less. I need rest immediately. Update April 5th, 2011. I wanted to update more. I truly did. However, certain circumstances had turned me off the whole Caledon Local 21 thing. I have seen... you know what, Camara? Thank you. I'm going to put on a goddamn ad. There you go.
We're gonna do an ad and take a break.
No, I was just playing. I'm just keep
wait.
reading because...
Dude, all right, yeah. So this is the
And
last.
this is the last entry.
Oh, fucking lose my head. However, certain circumstances, blah, 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 I've seen since that had been hundreds of emails about my blog, and even in contact, and was even in contact with a magazine about my fuck you, bro, fuck you. But now is the time to come clean to everyone. I made this shit up. You fuck, I got your fucking time. You fucking idiots. My ears are tired too, and I'm new to English.
That's fair.
We're
I'm
almost through it.
tired too, and I'm not new to English.
But now is the time to come clean to everyone. Where have I been for an entire year? The story of Pandora's box is true, and I opened it. I opened it when I watched the second tape in the possession of the Bromelia police branch. The other subject I'd like to address is the number of fake joke emails I've been getting from people claiming to be Mr. Bear. Let's start with the second tape, as that is what traumatized me into stopping my search temporarily.
After a few weeks of playing silent, I decided to ask Mitchell Wilson if I could view that infamous second tape
It's okay, Muhammad. My ears are bleeding.
he had talked about. I don't know why. I just felt that viewing that tape would give me some closure. Wilson was obviously reluctant to show me, but I was persistent. He gave me an offer. If I was still interested by the time I turned 20, he would show me the tape. Not being able to do much else, I just played the waiting game. By the time my 20th birthday rolled around, I was definitely still interested in viewing the tape. I gave Wilson a call, during which he admitted that he had hoped that I would forget about asking him again, but I was not taking no for an answer. You really don't need to see it, he kept telling me, but I did need to see it. I had to at this point. Sure enough, he invited me to the Bromelia branch one Monday afternoon, having watched every Saw film and a video of animal slaughterhouses in my ethics class. I was sure I would be able to handle whatever the tape could throw at me. How naive I
Wow.
was.
What?
This just seems like an irresponsible police officer. Like showing evidence to some random kid.
I mean, it's not even evidence. It's like a fucking snuff film.
It's exactly what it is.
It's fucked up.
Like 20 is not old enough to watch kids be burned alive. There's no age.
Let's be
for
a
that.
little vague about this because I feel like Twitch is gonna fucking be on our ass about this.
That's true.
Mr. Bear Cellar, episode 31, when Wilson went to collect the tape. Saw Nightmare. Yeah. When Wilson went to collect the tape from evidence, the officer in charge of the evidence room shook his head at me, his face saying, "What are you doing, huh?" Wilson explained about this tape includes the last known episode of Mr. Bear's Cellar. I rightfully assumed that I would be seeing the fate of the children and began to feel a sense of dread. Oh boy.
The episode opened inside of a forest, the usual one from the previous episodes. The fact took me a while to realize, but it was night. The trees and leaves just looked like shapes dancing around in the darkness. A faint glow of light was present on the right side of the screen. There wasn't any apparent audio. It appeared to be a windy night, yet the trees weren't making any noise. Slowly, the camera began to pan towards the glow, revealing smoke rising from a hole with the tips of flames peeking over the top. Wilson paused at this point. "Are you sure you want to see this?" he asked me. I insisted on it, even though a voice in my head was telling me not to. The video continued. The cameraman moved towards the hole, showing a pit of fire. This was the hole that I had seen in the previous episode. Only this time it was filled with shapes. I could see shapes moving around, fluttering, flailing, some motionless. I knew perfectly well what they were. The camera began to adjust to the light and burning flesh, red, black, and a blur of surreal movements and colors. I wish I could forget what I saw, but you can't forget a scene like this. This was not a horror movie. This was reality. Human beings were being killed in a horrifying way, a fate that I could have potentially met.
I
The
like how he
video,
always has to repeat that he almost had this fate.
the
every
video
time.
suddenly cut to dawn. The camera now positioned further away from the hole. The fire was out. That's when I say when I'm trying to take a shit and I just had Taco Bell. The camera's now positioned far away from the hole. The fire is out. However, there was still smoke. Yep, still the same. Smoke rising up. I figure what was up ahead. What year is it, guys? I think it's 2022.
2011.
Oh, I thought when we're finishing this is 2022.
It's 2021. Oh, when we're finishing. Yeah, 2022.
When we're finishing it, yeah.
Gotcha.
Where are we?
2011.
Yeah, we're in April.
But it ends after this.
Go ahead.
Sag, you're following the storyline too much, I think. I don't know. Empty. I recognized it right away. The Mr. Bear suit was laid on the ground. It looked just unnerving. It looked just as unnerving. The suit was laid out in the shape of a cross. The cameraman did a lap around the suit, treating it like a treasured artifact. Why are we still here? Fuck here. Oh, this is not a horror movie. This is reality. I wonder how many times I heard that in other stories. Yeah, right. This isn't real. This is not a movie.
This is real, man.
It's not a movie. This is real
This
life.
happened.
No, like in movies, when the characters are like in a horror movie and they're like, "This is not a movie. You gotta get your shit together. It's a fucking real life."
Finish your thing. Place the end of the suit.
Camera move back.
Placed.
At the head of the suit was a sign in bold red letters. I-N-R-I. It was printed. The cameraman moved back to the end, zooming in on the bear's face. The episode finally ended.
I was speechless. It was like a dream. You can find a lot of terrible things on the internet, but I never seen anything like this. Wilson asked if I was okay, and I replied with shaky yes. I assured him as we left that I was fine, and that the video gave me some sort of closure over the whole incident. He didn't seem too confident in me, but he left it at that. He was right, though. I had nightmares for weeks. I gave up. I didn't care about the whole thing anymore. A sick man burned a bunch of kids alive, attracting them with a fake kids TV channel. I could have been one of those victims. Yet I'm still here. I suppose I should be grateful, but I feel guilty. Am I still here by pure luck? 10 months later, I'm back, but now I need to address something else.
Now, Austin, I'm not sure. Were you almost a victim of Mr. Bear? I don't remember
Almost.
exactly. Almost.
Almost.
Oh, okay. Interesting. My email has been flooded with messages. Some people ask me for details. Some ask that I upload the tapes, and some sick fucks. And some people email me claiming to be Mr. Bear. First, I cannot get the tapes uploaded as they are A, possession of police evidence, and B, I have no idea how to transfer VHS to a computer. You fucking bitch. That's not even an excuse. How about the fact that there's children dying?
But B is a stupid excuse.
Why aren't you uploading the murder videos? I can't use Windows. I'm silly. As for people pretending to be Mr. Bear, you're not fooling me. When you have dozens of people pretending to be the same person, it doesn't work. Uh, what an idiot, dude. What he says that in the stupidest way possible. There can't be 5 people playing Mr. Bear. I know you're lying. What a stupid logic. I've seen fake Khaled and Local 21 YouTube channel, which is cute, but still not real. I don't know if cute is the right word. And even more annoying is the fact that some people hacked into my account just to put in some demented poem about me on this blog.
Oh, he's pretending that INRI thing is
Uh,
someone hacked in to put in a poem. Sure. Yeah, Elliot.
Where am I? Someone hacked me. Okay. I'll leave it in the entry above this one just to show you guys. Sure, yeah. I have contacted my webmaster about this entry and was told that it was posted on Halloween. Ooh, spooky. Attached to the email paintwithb@aol.com, which I presume
AOL. Oh my god,
classic
throwback.
throwback. Which I assume is another joke email.
Mohammed said, I guess the
Oh
author
my God,
is
this is the end.
real time.
This is
It
the
should
fucking
be end by
end.
now. It's almost there, Mohammed.
I'm over episode 31 now. The images of what I saw will stick with me for a while, but I want to do one last hurrah. I will get in contact with Mitchell Wilson again and hopefully get set up with the tapes in the possession of other Peel police branches. I'll try to update. This isn't fucking over? This isn't over? All of that and we get nothing? Fuck
How
you,
is
Elliot.
this a top
Fuck
post?
you. All of this and we get
There's
nothing?
no closure.
We get nothing?
This
Fuck
would be
you,
like
dude.
watching Endgame and it
This
ends
was
whenever
an
everyone shows up.
8.56 out of 10. Fuck this.
It's exactly what it is.
Everyone,
It's like watching
welcome.
Endgame.
Welcome to Siblings Are Dating.
Siblings.
Yes, hash.
No, sorry, they're dating. They're
Hashtag
dating. They're
Fuck
dating.
Elliot.
They're
These
dating.
people are dating.
These people are dating.
Siblings.
Oh, they're just siblings taking a photo in bikinis.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Literally, fuck everything. I agree. Hashtag fuck everything.
All right, let's. Do we want to do an outro for this or not worth it?
Fuck that.
Well, that's all for tonight, kids. No, that was so fucking stupid. I'm so mad. I've never had so much time wasted for nothing.
was-
Jokes
Such a
on us for
waste.
spending so much
Oh
stupid
my god,
time
it's
on that.
1:30. We spent like an
An
hour on
hour.
that.
An hour reading that.
Oh my god,
1
bro.
hour.
That is an
Oh,
hour of my
Jesus
life I'll
Christ.
never get back. Now we want to do an hour-long review.
Of what? There's no
yes,
ending.
Dad.
It's so fuck.
So welcome to our review of whatever the fuck 1999. First of all, what a stupid title. Why the hell is it called 1999?
Because
it just
that-
Not
that's
even a
when
good
it aired.
year.
Yeah, but it's like, why not call it Channel 21? Or why not call it Mr. Bear? Why not call it any other thing that a smart human being would be? Oh, wait, you're not a smart human being. You wrote this fucking shitty story.
Elliot.
Jesus Christ, Elliot, you dumb fuck.
So these are absolutely siblings.
Yeah, definitely.
Her dating.
Yeah.
No, do you see the
look at
hand on her
Look
waist?
at the hand, dude.
Is
See
this
the
hand on his
hand?
waist? Hold on,
Mhm.
go back.
Yeah.
See the finger?
I would never touch a sister in that area.
It should. It should be called "Fuck Elliot."
Yeah, 1999. Well, yeah, fuck Elliot, yeah.
Dating for sure.
Dating.
Dating.
Whoa.
Oh.
I ate that one. Like, one of those.
They don't
fucking,
look alike.
Not even close.
Dating.
Siblings. They have to be
Siblings.
Huh?
They look too
Good.
alike.
It
See their
makes
eyes?
It happy.
They're trying to
It
trick
makes me
you.
happy.
Oh, that's siblings.
Siblings.
They have the exact same eyes, nose, lips.
The
Didn't.
Timph.
The Timph.
Yeah, first half I really enjoyed it, and it reminded me of Creepypasta, Candle Love, and a little of the
Kendall Cove.
fuck that, and Girls' Night, which was a killer in a bear suit.
This
Yeah, that-
was on Creepypasta, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But that fucking
But
ending
that
sucked dick.
sucked. It wasn't an ending.
Yeah, it
it's
started
an
out good.
ongoing blog, quote unquote.
Yeah, from 2011. Fucking piece
That
of
was so terrible,
goddamn
dude.
shit.
I'm never doing that again. I'm never suggest that again.
I wasted an hour of my high for this, Austin. An hour.
An hour.
Upsetting.
I was expecting to be traumatized by the end of this, and the fucking dude, all I got was this dude going, "Yeah, I almost fucking died. Yeah, I almost fucking died." And these tapes, bro, these tapes. It's like someone just fucking. The hell you talking about, dude?
Should have kept playing Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it would have been way better content.
That was so bad. Like, I don't even feel like doing anything. I just kind of want to curl up in my bed and cry.
Oh, punch Elliot in the dick is what I want to do. Kind of stupid. Who thought it was? You know what? This is gonna be a good idea. I'm gonna let her write a long ass thing.
Obviously, it was. It's on the top page.
It was
I'll
an
write a long ass thing.
8.56 out of 10. People rated that.
You know what it was? It's like a fucking prank. It's those people that are like, we got to the end and people are like, you know what? I fucking had to do it. I'm gonna bring someone else down with me. So they give it a good rating. So now people go down.
Did you ever read that fake creepypasta that was actually the intro to Pokemon?
Are you proposing that this was a real one?
No, I'm specifically. Did you read the
I
fake?
did not know.
Way better. Way
Oh.
better. Let me see if I can find it.
These
We're
people
not
are
reading it.
these people are siblings.
Oh yeah, these people are siblings for sure.
Like, look at the
No, I
awkward
think
hand.
dating.
I can't find it. That's way too much work. It like came
Yeah,
up with like multiple results.
not worth it.
I'm about to pass out and find my siblings.
Bam.
God damn. Did I say siblings? You said dating. I said siblings.
No, I said dating.
Majority said dating.
Yeah, you said dating, and I said siblings. They
Yeah,
were
so I was
siblings.
right. No, they were dating.
They looked like the hand placement. They're siblings.
Wait, what was the
Siblings.
last one? Siblings or dating? Apparently,
That
I'm
was
fucking.
siblings.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're wrong.
All right.
Oh, wait,
all right,
you're the
you know
ones.
what? I'm having a
Yeah,
good...
siblings.
Not really.
You're fucking slosh, all right? Shh.
This is siblings.
Who puts their hand on their sibling's leg like that? Okay, so they're siblings. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Didn't read.
Get your hand off your sister's thigh.
Dating.
Siblings.
Dating.
I'm lost.
Nightmare Fuel says they appreciate the writer for giving it a lot of detail, but most of it didn't click with me. And yeah, the conclusion, if you can call it a conclusion, was definitely a slap in the face to us. Lol.
Nightmare
For
Fuel. That was
sure.
the most sober way you could name that one, to be honest.
What if people on site just wrote siblings or dating randomly? That's very possible.
It could. We'd never know. Dating.
They're definitely dating because they look too much alike.
They're dating.
Actually,
They're Datkin.
Datkin.
They're dating. That gin.
That gin. Dating. They don't look anything alike.
I don't know, man. Siblings. Yeah, see, you do whatever your mind's telling you the opposite of.
Siblings or dating is a game of don't trust your instincts.
Siblings.
They're datings. God damn, you did it right. I went with my gut on that one. I don't know why.
Siblings.
Wait, we already did this one, didn't we?
We did do this one because of the cake.
We made it that fast.
All right.
Dating.
All caught up on siblings are dating.
Yeah, who would have thought? Chat, I'm on a fucking piece, dude.
Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up.
Oh my god, that was a great stream. I mean, at least for the fucking part I was here.
Resident Evil was good.
I wasted so much of my
Creepypasta was
goddamn
shitty.
I felt so good, and now I don't feel as good. And I spent fucking reading that stupid goddamn.
Should have chose something different. There's so many
I
options.
could have
on
done
that page.
anything different. Does someone know where in the globe New Day starts? I thought it was New Zealand, isn't it? Isn't New Zealand the first one? Great horror story. Let's do it again. Sag.
That might be sarcasm.
Sag.
That might be
It's for
sarcasm,
sure
though.
sarcasm.
That's about all I could say there. I could say your name as far as I've gotten.
Okay, I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but we're gonna make.
You weren't here earlier. I made a host joke and a corner joke.
I think I was there for the
Whenever
host
you,
hosting.
whenever you hopped in the chat, I made the joke because you were like, "I am the host." And I was like, "No, I'm the host."
I did hit the host one. Yep. It was pure coincidence, by the way. I pulled it up and you were like, Sri loves the freak Tales from the Borderlands. Someone say my name. No, I mean it. Have a nice night, guys. I think next time we rate our own story, I think that'd just be better. It'd be easier. It'd be more fun.
Definitely more.
But yeah,
not easier. Yeah,
it wouldn't be easier. Yeah, I lied about that one. But chat, that was fun. I hope you guys also had fun. Shorter.
Yes.
Our story would be longer if we wrote it, but if we read something, I'd hope to God it'd be shorter.
Or
I want,
better.
I want to see the fucking.
It'd be better,
I
not
want to see.
necessarily shorter.
I want to see part 2 of this shit because I don't know.
Of what?
That was whack. Whatever the hell we just read, I feel like there's got to be a part 2 for it, right?
No, I think it's supposed to be like an ongoing blog.
Oh,
I think that's how it's supposed to be laid out.
That stupid idiot. God,
I don't understand why they wouldn't end it with like the officer being the bear the whole time. You know?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I swore that's where it was gonna end. Is that it was either his dad or the officer.
Nah, I think it would just be some other like mythical thing is what they wanted with it.
Honestly, if I was doing it, I'd say that please upload them in YouTube. We'll see about that fucking story.
The creepypasta, I absolutely
Resident
will not.
Evil for sure will be whenever we finish the game.
Yeah, if that will be.
But the creepypasta we may just highlight on Twitch.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna say this real fast. I want to wrap it because I want to fucking go to sleep. So essentially, I'd say that if it'd be better if the dad died a few years and then the story picks up, and then you're talking to the friend of the dad, and then at the end you're like, oh my god, it was dad all along. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. Is that it'd be one of the characters that were already introduced, but wasn't really given context. Like you can make it be the guy Polo, that you literally hear like one thing about him and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Pollo. You don't know.
Or Pollo could be the
Is he
chicken.
a chicken?
The chicken man.
I think it's the kid in the Slipknot shirt.
Yes. The
Oh.
14-year-old kid is the pedophile.
Great stream, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm having
Good night,
I was having a
everyone.
good night after that stupid shit that I just read.
I'm still having a
Jesus
good night.
Christ.
I'm not gonna let it phase
alright.
me.
All right, people. I mean, it's Austin. It's Austin is the one that is about to end stream. So whenever he's ready.
Okay, well I am definitely ready. So everybody, have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And if I don't see ya, have a good night.
Good night.